Hey, you've flown in a plane, but have you ever jumped out of a plane? Well, this month we're in North Carolina, and we're skydiving! Welcome to Project Adventure. My name's Peter, this is Spencer, we're your hosts. For the last 20 years, I've been a hunting and fishing guide in Alaska, and there's one thing I've learned. Adventure is essential for a full life, but most people think they're too busy or too broke to do anything about it. Wrong!
We choose one lucky person to take on the adventure of a lifetime. We pair them with world-class coaches and turn them from zero to hero in less than 72 hours.
Are you ready to find your adventure? Let's go. All right, guys, we are back for our next adventure. We just flew in last night to North Carolina. We got our stuff packed up. We're meeting Trenton. Hey, man.
Hey, man.
You Trenton?
Yeah.
Trenton is a healthcare manager in Missouri. He's 26 years old and recently married. Trenton has found himself in the day-to-day grind and is hungry for an epic adventure. And we're meeting him at the airfield. We got a guy named Greg Windmiller. He trains Navy SEALs. He trains George Bush, Mike Rowe. Who else does he train? I don't know.
George Bush. Wow.
Yeah, George Bush. I think he, Princess Diane, Obama, somebody else, I'm sure.
We're gonna get trained up. We're gonna get taught how to fly like birds, and then we're gonna get to jump by ourselves by the end of this, I think.
Right, and we're gonna be in the wind tunnel first, and then we're gonna be up doing some tandem work, and then I think about day 3, we're jumping solo. So stay tuned, we're out of here. We're on our way to meet Greg Winmiller. He is a 5-time world record holder, and due to the dangers of skydiving, we really wanted the best.
I grew up in a small village of pygmy men who worshipped ostriches by the moonlight.
What happened when it was cloudy?
All right.
When it was cloudy.
Son of a mother of pearl! My name's Greg Winmiller. I got a little over 16,000 jumps. I've been skydiving for nearly about 30 years. I joined the Golden Knights and spent my last 15 years in the Golden Knights competing for the Army, basically going around competing in national and international competitions, representing the Army, trying to be ambassador and get the name of the Army out there. Since I retired, I just kind of moved in my own company. Like I said, I teach civilian skydiving courses on the weekends to drop zones. And then I also do military contracts where I work with special operations forces and train them and teach them in parachuting tactics and techniques. I have numerous credentials in skydiving. I'm a 6-time national champion. I have 5 world records in canopy piloting. But I've been doing this a long time. I've been competing in skydiving for a long time. Greg Windmiller, nice to meet you, sir.
Great to meet
Pleasure.
you.
This is it, where are we starting?
All right, well, this is Skydive Paraclete XP. This is Rayford, North Carolina, PK Air Park. And what we're gonna do basically is we're gonna go to the indoor skydiving facility, right, which is actually owned also by a Skydive Paraclete. And we're gonna go there and we're gonna do some body flight training, and we're gonna learn how to fly our bodies in the wind. And then after that, we're gonna come back out here, we're gonna get some classroom stuff, all right? We're gonna set you up with a tandem instructor, and we're actually gonna do a tandem skydive, right? And we're gonna learn about how to fly our bodies and how to fly the parachute. And what's gonna happen is, as we continue to jump, we're slowly gonna start giving you more and more responsibilities. And so that way, once we get done with the classroom portion tomorrow, all right, the first time we jump is you're gonna have a lot of responsibility under that parachute, right? So looking forward to it. It's gonna be exciting, and can't wait.
I'm pumped, man, I'm pumped.
All right, let's go. Let's jump in the van, and we're heading to the wind tunnel.
Yeah.
All right, peace.
Let's do it. Yeah. Get a little wind tunnel action.
This is it, Trenton. Skydive XP. This is the indoor skydiving facility, and up until like a year or 2 ago, this was the largest and fastest wind tunnel in the world. This is still the largest and fastest in the United States, but there's other countries out there that have tried to go bigger and better, and so this is the epitome of power.
So how similar is this compared to actually jumping? Does
With
it
the
feel
exception of
same?
the earth coming at you at a high rate of speed, right? It's just wind, that's all it is, right? And what we're trying to do when we're skydiving is we're physically deflecting wind. So if I want to go forward, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna physically do something, not to push off or pull or anything, but I'm gonna do something to my body to cause this body to have more drag on one side. It's gonna physically pitch my body up, which deflects me in the wind and actually drives me forward. It's just like sticking your hand out of the car window. If I do this, it makes it go that way. If I do that, it makes it go that way. I'm doing the same thing with my body. With them, if they stick out their legs, they're providing more drag on that side, provides lift, which helps drive them forward, right? Same thing, if you bring your hands back, you'll move forward. If you push your hands out, you'll move backwards. So it's actually quite easy. The hardest part about the indoor skydiving to get people to understand is it's really, really quite easy once you learn to relax. because the more tense you are and the more you try to fight the wind and feel it like pushing it and stuff like that, the more it's not gonna work.
Right.
It's actually gonna be a lot more difficult. You're gonna strain your muscles, you're gonna exert yourself. So the key thing is literally relax, breathe, all right? And we'll go over the body position in a few minutes. You guys ready to go downstairs? Our arms and elbows are generally at a 90-degree angle, and this gives us a basic boxman or free fall body position, okay? This isn't karate, right? This isn't cat fighting, all right? And it isn't boxing. This is skydiving. When we do that, our hands are relaxed and nice and open, spirit fingers. Thumbs down, that doesn't mean you're doing bad. That just means arch. What's gonna happen is we're gonna get you guys all suited up. You have to have earplugs in, okay? You have to take all jewelry off. Watches, necklaces, rings. The only rings you can have on are, guess what?
Groove rings.
Any questions?
No.
All right.
Okay, we are about to go in the wind tunnel. Spencer's goofing off. You ready?
I'm ready.
So it taught us how to arch our back. It's kind of uncomfortable. I'm hoping the wind kind of makes you drag you a little bit.
Help a little bit.
Yeah. So we're about to go in right here, or they're gonna shoot us up.
It's gonna get wild.
I got my Cryptek jumpsuit then.
Wow. What do you got to say? I don't know.
Golly.
I feel like we were getting better by the minute. I mean,
Oh, yes. Good job. We're getting good.
So the stuff we did was just basic body flight stuff, kind of like get used to the air, feeling whatever, get that sensation of like the wind and what it's going to feel like, right? It's just like floating on a bed of air. The more you try to power through, the more stuff didn't work. You notice that? You're trying to muscle through stuff. Just like I told you, it's not going to work. It's going to make it harder for you. So just relax and everything goes easier. It's not bad. It was pretty impressive, guys.
That's good.
Really. Now I know who I don't want to jump with. Appreciate that. Really good. Hey guys, I got an idea. Okay. Let's go make a skydive.
Yes.
Right now? We're gonna do it right now.
Okay.
The best deal is we just got the wind tunnel, got that knocked out, feel a little comfortable, confident, and now we're gonna go jump out of a turbulent airplane. But the temperature's down. The sun is at a perfect angle. We're some nice, beautiful shots from the camera. And so we're gonna keep rolling with the momentum, okay?
Okay, I love it.
Let's go ahead to the drop zone. Go ahead and take your gear, put your gear over there for the instructor, please. Throw your earplugs in the trash unless you want to keep them.
Okay.
Right?
I was laughing so hard that I had spit like flying on the screen of my helmet.
That was crazy. When he slung us up to the top, my pant legs were flapping so high, so fast that it was burning my legs. It was hot.
insane. I can't believe we're about to jump out of a plane.
Oh my word. This is insane.
You are going to be wearing this harness. This harness has 11 points of adjustment and has 4 connector points. There's 2 upper left and right connector points, and there's 2 lower right and left connector points that are adjustable. The smallest piece of tensile strength, this right here, is 2,500 pounds, right? And there's 4 of them. So we're connected together extremely tight, right? So we're gonna put that on you. That's made out of the exact same material that this is made out of. This is called a harness. This is called a harness parachute container assembly, right? This is a tandem parachute system, meaning there's 2, right? We're gonna strap 2 people to this. Also saying too, there's a lot of safety features in this parachute system. The first safety feature, fact that there's 2 parachutes, right? You have the main parachute, which is located down here, and you have the reserve parachutes located up here. Both parachutes are approximately the same size. They just look different because they're packed in different configurations. The reserve parachute is packed in different configuration, and it's meant to come out faster and open faster because it's an auxiliary reserve. It's going to be used at a lower altitude. The primary main parachute is located on the bottom. You guys saw the little white parachute trailing behind it. That's called the Drogue Parachute. The Drogue Parachute is located in an elastic pocket on the bottom of the parachute container assembly right here, right? What happens, we'll actually exit the aircraft about 13,500 feet. I'll reach back and grab the Drogue Parachute and pull the Drogue Parachute out and release it into the wind. And once the Drogue Parachute comes out, we're gonna be suspended from that point right there. right? And what that does is that slows our rate of descent down. All it does is it slows our rate of descent down. It makes the parachute open softer and safer, but it also takes our vertical speed from about 170 to 190 miles an hour to about 120 miles an hour, which allows a videographer to keep up with us. If we didn't have a Drogue parachute, the main parachute system would open extremely hard because of our faster terminal velocity, and also because nobody would be able to keep up with us. So it actually allows the videographer to keep up with us, get those good videos you saw in free fall.
Okay, so we just did our debrief right before we are taking off for our first flight. You showed up, we hit the tunnel in 30 minutes, and here we are jumping 2 hours later. So, any thoughts before you get in the plane?
The time in the tunnel, I feel like really prepared us really well to just, okay, I know how to kind of manipulate the air well. I feel a little more comfortable instead of just, signing up and then jumping out of a plane.
It makes me feel good that these guys are like, they're all on the Army team, or they've got 30 years of experience.
Thousands of jumps.
Right, so I think we're in pretty good hands. We'd have to be pretty boneheaded to screw it up, I think.
Yeah.
Now, on Monday, when we're jumping by ourselves.
Yeah, but seriously.
Yeah, so let's go get in the plane. Let's do it.
Love it. I'm a little nervous for sure.
That's my digital altimeter. Tells me where I'm at.
Feeling good. It's gonna be, see how it compares to the wind tunnel.
Every time I do one of these adventures, I think this is it. This is the pinnacle of adrenaline. But that was so intense jumping out. Yeah, it was a great experience. Woo! My adrenal glands are shot, man. I'm ready for a beer.
Woo! How was it, man?
That was awesome.
Nice job. Looked great, man.
Oh, that was awesome.
Awesome. Good job, dude. You look great up there.
Headed
man.
up for our second jump. This time's a lot more business oriented. We got testing some skills, practicing what we need to be able to jump by ourselves. Slow and strategic.
So freaking fun.
That was awesome.
Was that better than your first time?
It was so fun.
Yeah, that was great.
Like, just like, man, like we did like the spiral. Did y'all do that too?
Yes.
Oh
the
my word.
sachets, yeah.
It's like, he said it was like a, what, 2 or 3, 4 Gs? Like, that's intense.
Yeah, that was great.
Like, so fun.
Jumping out, I mean, you're like, here we go. You can't hear anything. You're just rocking. All of a sudden, here you go, and it is intense. It's way different than that tunnel is like child's play.
It was cold up there.
It was.
So now I'm like sweating.
I was like, I tried to figure out like the breathing. They said I was like,
did y'all have a hard time breathing?
Yeah.
Too, like, as soon as you got out?
Yeah.
I did. I was like, okay.
But I was like, I'm trying to breathe.
I know.
It's so weird.
Felt like a lot more wind than at the tunnel.
Oh, way more.
Way more, like not even in the same ballpark.
No.
I mean, just
Yes. You know.
Tomorrow's dive flow, or basically our daily routine tomorrow, is show up, some classroom stuff, canopy control, our exit procedures, and our dive flow, right? And we're gonna go out and jump, okay? Any questions? The seminar and the classroom stuff we're gonna get in the morning is basically talking about the canopy itself, how it operates, why it operates the way it does, and some other theory, right?
Okay. So two jumps tomorrow?
2 jumps tomorrow, AFF.
Okay. AFF means
Accelerated free fall.
great.
We're gonna be using some fly site GPS trackers when you're jumping, doing your AFF. We're gonna put GPSs on you, so we can come in here and look and say, look, this is the plan we're supposed to do. This is what you actually did. This is why you landed here.
Great.
Go off of that. We're gonna fix it.
Okay.
So
This is the best.
we're doing advanced accelerated free fall.
That's amazing.
Okay.
It's super early. We're gonna be jumping at 8 a.m. this morning, so we got to get there early. What do you think, Trenton?
It's early. Definitely pumped though. Get to do it all by ourselves. So.
This is Spencer. He's pretty tired. I don't know if he's home. He can't breathe when he's flying through the air, so he had to go get a buff to put it on. No, but this is these 2 jumps this morning are single jumps. We're on our own today, jump 3 and 4. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm pretty excited as well. All right, we're off. I think you could wear that all the time.
Yeah, just like in public.
You're in public now.
I feel like incredibly nervous, like more nervous than I should be right now, but I'm pumped though at the same time. Like I can't tell which one I'm most excited about, the canopy flying by myself or just like free fall.
Right hand, right foot. Left hand, left foot. Check in.
Okay.
Check out.
Okay.
Prop. Up. Down. Arch.
Check in.
Okay. Check out.
Okay.
Prop, up, down.
Arch, arch. There you go. Perfect. Right there. Good job. And again, it's hard going from a D-arch position to an arch position, so you really need to overly exaggerate that pelvis going forward. If you leave the aircraft and you stay D-arched, right, and your head's down, it's gonna end up wanting to roll over. This right here is line twist, right? This is when you have a massive amount of twist in the line between yourself and the parachute. This is called a bag lock, where the parachute has not come out of the bag. This provides no lift capability whatsoever. You're still streaming towards the ground at 120 miles an hour. This is 2 canopies out. Happens is your reserve came out and the main came out, and now they're in a biplane configuration. Imagine a biplane airplane, wing on top, wing on bottom. This right here is a biplane configuration with one in the back and one in the front. All right, if you grab your pilot chute and you throw your pilot chute out, but your pilot chute gets wrapped around your hand, what are you gonna do? What do you think you should do?
Panic.
Try to get off your hand by simply straightening your hand and getting off. Do not take your other hand and go over and try to free. You tie your hand, or now you're gonna be rolling, and now you're gonna have your container come over when you're rolling, okay? Wave once, wave twice, wave 3 times. Arch, reach, grab, and we're gonna pull and release.
I feel so legit right now. Just surrounded by Green Berets and just Rangers. It's insane.
Actually, this is our first AFF dive. I'm gonna have 2 guys on either side of me walking through, and then I'm on my own flying the kite. Same thing for Trenton, same thing for Spencer. The next jump, we're on our own completely. So we gotta progress. We gotta do the things the right way. We've been in a lot of instruction and teaching by the best of the world, so we're ready. We're prepared, very confident about what we're about to do.
can now breathe, and I had the time of my freaking life. That was awesome. Hell yeah. That was freaking sweet. Oh, I can't wait to do it again.
It was so fun. Like, not only am I up there with like all these like sweet, like badass dudes, but it's like I'm up there with a parachute. Like, I'm kind of like one of them, even though I'm not even close. But like, so dang fun. Like, beautiful up there, super comfortable. Definitely overshot the landing zone, but like, hey, learn from next time. Like, so fun.
You land on your feet? How'd the landing go?
I did the good old lift the legs, you know, drag the butt just to make sure I was coming in a little too hot. No, so fun. So dang fun. Oh!
Had a little line twist when my chute came out, but we untwisted. I think I was in so much of a process mode that I was like I'm, you know, a robot.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm not looking down, I'm not trying to enjoy myself. I'm like, get it freaking done. So once I got that figured out, I was like, oh, game on.
The next dive is a release dive. If your body position is acceptable, if you're falling stable and you're good to go, we're gonna give you thumbs up. All you're gonna do, you can do the exact same thing you just did. We're gonna exit the aircraft, and if you're good, they'll give you a thumbs up, and they're simply gonna take their hand off one at a time. One's gonna release, and the other one's gonna release. Just gonna show you his exit. Up, down, arch. Look at the hands. Remember we talked about the hands? High five hands, skydiving hands. High five, skydiving. Get those hands down on pressure. That'll help stand you up more. You're not getting a lot of resistance. Good wave off. And here's what I'm talking about the pull. Watch the hand go to the good counter. Look at that counter hand. Absolutely beautiful. Good chin position. Good arch. Good leg position. Everything was absolutely perfect. Your trip. This was picture perfect. However, so what you did was when you pulled it out kind of behind you, and you let it go behind you. We want to pull it straight out to the side and let it go. Okay. So now watch what happens. It kind of bounces around your back a little bit, and then because of that, it doesn't have a really good launch. So I had to grab it and kind of pull it on your back a little bit.
He's pretty much saved your life.
You did.
This is the real one. They're letting go of us, or I don't know. Good times, crazy. Crazy. My chute was perfect, so I didn't have any trouble. But man, I'm talking, when they let go, I don't know if it was mental or what, but I started getting a little wobbly. I mean, I'm on my own, and then I went and pulled, and I went woo like that, and he grabbed me. He came in so fast and grabbed me, and then they let go. So I pulled my chute, and it was good. But man, it was crazy.
Yeah, baby, that is the best thing ever. So apparently they let go of me. I was looking straight ahead, so I didn't really notice. It was calm, cool, collective, stable, rocking down at the earth at about 120 miles per hour.
pull that chute, and then it's just serenity, just flying a chute.
Oh, so fun. Man, like unbelievable once in a lifetime experience.
Your exit was perfect, your free fall was perfect, your body position was really great. The longer we went on, it's just got the legs went out a little bit too much, so it started getting a lot of lift. But your pull sequence fumbled forward a little bit at the beginning, but you got it without assistance, pull without assistance. Beautiful pattern, absolutely beautiful pattern. The only thing I would critique you on the pattern is when you start coming in, I was like, all right, hands up, ready, and then right when I said ready, when I said ready and, I said ready, and you start creeping down with your hands.
Oh, okay.
And that's a little premature, and that kind of takes away from your speed. Speed creates lift.
Okay.
Right?
I'm coming so hot, and I was like, man, I don't know.
Yeah, no worries, man. You did an excellent job.
Sweet.
We got one more surprise.
Yeah?
One more.
One more?
One more surprise.
Okay.
He's gonna go up on a single instructor dive.
Okay.
Exit the airplane by himself.
You ready?
Free falling by himself. Pulling parachute by himself. You wanna be a hero?
Oh,
let's go, baby!
Yes. Ah.
Dang, man, I didn't even know about this one.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Shoot.
Look, he just crapped his pants.
He's gonna do what's called a single instructor dive. He's gonna exit the aircraft with a single instructor this time. True release dive. One instructor's just gonna give him just do one PRCP, body check, let him go. It's gonna maximize his free fall time, and he's really gonna prove that he's a hero.
Wow, didn't see that coming.
That's sick.
That's awesome.
You jealous?
I'm a little bit.
Very jealous.
A little bit. Come on, Greg, what's up? Greg just came up and said, hey, Trenton's doing one more, and honest to God, none of us knew about it. It's kind of one extra little treat, and we're excited. He's gonna do it with one instructor, and he's taking it. He's gonna have 5 jumps total. You excited? Nervous?
Oh, I'm like, I don't know, like maybe it's like, oh wow, I kind of took it all in up there, and now I'm like get to go again.
Yeah.
It's caught me off guard for sure. But
Okay,
I'm pumped.
good. So you're not terrified.
I'm still terrified.
Okay, good. That's
Definitely
nice.
still
Really good.
100% terrified.
That's awesome.
I'm stoked. It's definitely like caught me by surprise, but I'm pumped.
All right, guys, we're walking out. We are about to watch Trenton do his last landing. He just did his last jump by himself. This is totally on his own. Here he comes. He's about to land.
Yes!
Dude, you beat the plane down. That's awesome.
Woo! I'm like hooked. Like,
Let's go, baby! Go! You did it by yourself.
yes!
Freaking manned up on it.
So fun!
What are you gonna tell your wife when your wife's like, baby, I don't want you to do it? You're gonna be like, please,
Please.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, that ends our trip. Was it good?
It was a blast.
Was it worth it?
So worth it.
3
Thank you
days
so much.
of adrenaline and freaking blowing your mind
Honored.
with all the
Yes.
information and everything. All right, guys, so that ends our trip for skydiving. Keep grooving. We'll see you next time. Woo! Good job, man. That was awesome. Crushed it. I mean, 5 jumps. That's the first time. Yeah.